Hi, I am Maria Kelly. I am your Writing 102 online instructor, and I have been teaching adults since 2008. I first started in Seoul, Korea, and that's kind of where I started working with college and post-college students looking to come to the U.S. And seek an English graduate education. So I helped admissions essays and testing and things like that. So that's kind of where I started with adult education, and I just really fell in love with it. I love writing. So my background is I have a BA and MAT from Willamette University. I have been, teaching since 2008, and at George Fox for the last 3 years. So that is kind of a little bit of my history. I have a background in sociology and in master's in English. So there's a little bit about me. I just really wanted to kind of give you a face to my words that will be coming across via email and through Foxtail. So I just wanted to touch on a few notes for this week. So if you go to your Foxtail site and look at our 102 website, I'll give you a minute to go to it, and I'm going to kind of scroll through. So when you click on it, you can see that right away there's a resources section. There's our syllabus, the text, which is a free online text, your APA video that I'm asking you to watch this week, which kind of Maddie Lowen does a great job going over basic APA formatting. There's also the word template for APA, which gives you kind of an easy plugin if you're unfamiliar with APA. All assignments are required to be in APA format. You do not have to offer an abstract because we're still under 5 pages. Typically over 5 pages you're required to create an abstract, but you're not for this class. So like I said, Maddie's APA video is a great starting point to see what is required for the APA guidelines. Okay, so for this course, APA, you'll watch Maddie's video, but also the main things for me are, obviously the first page, the title page. I like Times New Roman, 12-point font. I expect all assignments to be in that capacity. And so if you keep scrolling down through the resources, you'll see the audience analysis. It is a guideline. You do not have to answer every single little question piece by piece. Just look at it as a whole, thinking, who am I speaking to? Why am I talking to them? Why do they need to hear what I have to say? Is there certain words that I might have to teach them, or do they already know, like especially with work jargon, like Marcom. I don't really know what that is. My husband had to tell me that that's marketing and communications. I'm not a marketing person. I'm a writing person and a study of people. Marcom doesn't come in my realm. So if you are in business or in project management or technology, there are going to be lots of words that I don't know, maybe that you can kind of let me know. My audience is fully aware of this language that I'm speaking. I don't need to explain any background or history, but since you might not know, put it in the audience analysis, because that helps me understand who you're targeting and why. Okay. So that's a little bit about the audience analysis. Let's see, there's some APA sites, OWL Purdue, the APA blog. There's the George Fox Portland Center Writing Center, which is a great resource. They will give you an hour of their time, and it's free. You send them, and it's built into your tuition. You send them an assignment, your writing piece with the assignment, so they have the parameters, and they give you feedback. They give you an entire 50 minutes, and then they send it right back. So you can meet face-to-face, you can meet via Zoom, like I've done with this video, or you can meet face-to-face. It's wonderful. And I do know that they've extended the hours and the amount of graduate students that can help out with it, but they also fill up quickly. So use your syllabus, see what's ahead, and start making those appointments early so that you can make sure that you have the extra set of eyes and feedback that you might that you would want. It's always a great tool, a great resource. Okay, let's see what else. Okay, so let's get into week 1. As you can see, we have reading, right? Chapter 1 for the text. I want you to watch the APA video and to look over the resources, which we've just kind of gone over. So go back and click on the links and see what is going to be helpful for you to get started with your first assignment and with APA style. We have, every week we will have a grammar check, a discussion forum, and most weeks we'll have an APA exercise, maybe every other week, or it'll be built in with your discussion forum. It'll be around. So there will be APA, grammar, and discussion forum every week. You will also, as you can see in the syllabus, we're going to have this kind of rotation with rough draft due, final draft, rough draft, final draft. So you'll be kind of juggling 2 writing pieces at the same time. Now, because it's our first class, I like to kind of have baby steps into that first assignment. So we're going to do an outline, and then a rough draft, and then the final draft. So that's the first assignment steps. But when you turn in that final draft for your first assignment, you will also, you should have your rough draft for your second writing piece in hand, because you'll be using the peer review discussion forums to work with classmates and be connected. And I will also be in the discussion forums giving feedback. There's a big group of you. So it's not going to, you're not going to hear from me specifically on each writing assignment every week. I'm going to do my best to get through them as much as possible, but we have a very large class this session. So I will just be in and kind of chiming in on whatever I'm going to focus on each week. So this week, for this rough draft, I'm going to be focusing on your thesis and just making sure that you've got your trilogy, that it's specific, it's not too broad, it's not too narrow, and it's connecting to your audience. So that's going to be my focus on the discussion forum. And as you can see, you have your grammar check, your writing assignment number 1, your discussion forum number 1. Writing assignment 1 is about your choice with the topic of GMO foods. So use that time to think about, okay, that's such a huge topic, right? What can I say? Well, brainstorm. Start thinking about, what do I want to say about GMO foods? Don't limit yourself, because you never know. To say, oh, okay, GMO. Fruit. Dirty dozen. Maybe I want to focus on potatoes. Oh, what do I know about potatoes? I don't know. Well, let's think about strawberries. Oh, maybe I don't want to focus on fruit. Maybe I want to think about the process. Maybe I want to think about the labels. How do they receive those labels to even be called a non-GMO? What's the difference between GMO, non-GMO, and organic? How much money is required before you even receive $1? I mean, it can go anywhere. So just start brainstorming. Allow yourselves to go big, and then think, okay, let me circle 1, 2, 3 topics that are interesting. Okay, well, now I've narrowed my focus to these 3. Let's go to Google. Let's see what Google has to say about it. Is it old news? Is it new information? Is it interesting? Is it maybe untapped? Oh, okay. Well, now I've narrowed my focus down to hopefully 1 after you go and research for a little while and see what is out there. And now you have a topic. So then you're thinking, what do I want to know about this topic, right? Well, I'm going to create a question. Maybe my question is going to be, how much money is put into products before it starts to make a profit? Maybe that's my question. Now, that's not my thesis, but that's going to be the question that I'm inquiring about. That gives me a focus. So I'm going to start looking at that. And as I research and pull in academic sources outside, everything, hopefully you stick to credible sources, but sometimes you just have to start anywhere. And then think, did I come up with the answer? I kind of think maybe I knew the answer, maybe I had no idea. And now I have the answer. My answer is my thesis. That's what we're looking for. So after you've created this question, you've researched, you have an answer, and now you're going to try and figure out, okay, how am I going to support this answer? Again, now you kind of jot some ideas down, but turn back to research, because we're doing critical analysis, taking information, generating, judging, filtering, again, generating, judging, filtering, until you have a complete essay. So the parameters are, if you look on the writing assignment, that it's 1 to 2 pages. So we're looking for a total of like 5 to 7 paragraphs. And there's resources, outside references that I'm looking for, 2 to 4. So not more than 4, no less than 2. And originally I've given you an outline. You can see it in your discussion forum that I'm looking for a specific outline because I want to know what your thesis is. I don't want you to send me a paragraph and say, oh, I think it's in there somewhere. No, I want you to be able to tell me exactly what it is and also what your goal is. Because sometimes then when you start creating an outline, they might not match. And you're like, oh, when you write out an outline, you can look at each little piece in this short condensed outline and say, oh, these pieces aren't adding up. What is it? What's my main goal? Okay, so maybe my thesis isn't adding up. What do I need to do to tweak it, to add it? Or maybe my goals change because I really like what I found. I like this answer. So my goals change. So you're kind of always interacting between the two of your main goal and your audience and then your thesis, and you're kind of juggling them until they all align beautifully. And then you're able to kind of go through your outline and really clean up topic sentences and find evidence, credible evidence that will support your topic sentences, which ultimately all come back to supporting your thesis. That's what you want to do. So anyways, I just wanted to give you a short video with my face, my name, and so that you know you can put a voice in your head when you're reading my comments. And please, if you have any questions about Grammar Check's discussion forums, check the syllabus, check Foxtail. If you don't have your answers there, email me, and I try to get back to you that day within 24 hours. So I'm here. I'm excited for this 8 weeks. It's going to be a lot. It's going to be hard. I'm going to make your brain hurt a little bit, and that's okay. We're going to take a break, come back, take a break, come back, and I will try and do these short videos each week just to kind of connect with you, give you little tips, what I'm looking for in the reading, what I'm looking for in the assignments, what I'm seeing in assignments when you're giving them to me, saying, oh, you know, a big group are still not nailing this reference sheet. It needs to be alphabetized. There's no indentation, things like that. So it's really nice that we have technology that I can create these videos that are specifically tailor-made to your group, not just that I, reprocess every term. So anyways, it's nice to, I hope you enjoyed this and it was informational. Again, if any questions stem from this, shoot me an email. I will be back at this computer Monday morning with my cup of coffee working on Foxtail. All right. Well, have a great night, and we'll chat again soon. Oh, where is it?